Welcome back. We're here with another episode
Welcome
of the
in.
Giving Excellence
Thank
Show.
you.
Man, it's such a pleasure to be here as always. We're at Spayse Station in Dallas, Texas. We got Shannon behind on the switch, and Israel is the owner of this facility. We are so blessed and honored to be able to have our show here. Such a great opportunity today, just
Perfect.
like every other day.
Yeah.
We have creative leaders that come in and speak all across the DFW Metroplex. Our vision is to share with the youth and others what it takes to turn your creative thoughts into action. So we are so excited for our guest today.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what she has to offer for us?
You know, a phenomenal leader within the community, Miss Lena Ware. She's definitely one of the people who influences our women, our ladies out here in the world. Youth, ranges from youth all the way to adults. So we're grateful for the opportunity to have such a strong presence today. I know I'm looking forward to it, giving the audience a lot of value that they deserve. So let's get to it, man.
Man,
Let's
I've
just
seen
show
her
'em
around
right.
town.
Yeah.
I know she's been at a bunch of galas and all these amazing leadership events, and we only hope that we can be on that stage one day,
Yeah,
right? She's
that's-
been putting in work for years. So we're going to introduce Lena here in just a second. We're going to show her a quick commercial as well. So without further ado, here's Lena Ware. She's going to share with you a little bit about what she has to offer and what she brings to the entrepreneurial world and just empowerment of different leaders across America. So here she is.
Founder and CEO of YU LLC. What I do is empower, inspire, and engage female entrepreneurs, pushing them to think innovatively about the future. So we do that in large group settings, speaking engagements, and we have intimate settings, brunches every quarter, and then we do one-on-one coaching, which is really near and dear to my heart, where we actually take people, and specifically women, just so you know, and we just talk with them and understanding where they are, where they want to go, and we just give them all the tools and resources that they have confidence in where they're trying to go. So we're really excited about this. Definitely go to my website at www.yuwhy.info for additional details.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shannon. Go ahead and roll her recent commercial.
Jamie, just do it like Nike. Just do it. Something you do that. Go, you jump, you get in, and you get your feet wet, and it's not that cold. It's not that bad. It's not that scary. Justify yourself. Justify your brand. Justify who you are, and you say planted. You jump, and then when you land, that's you. That's your brand, that's your stamp, that's where you're going. That's it. Take care of. So for me, my faith has grown. I mean, it's my second year full time with Singles in the City, and all the cities, and it's just been, a team of two. You know what I mean? I just had a team 3 months ago. So,
you have a brand, and it is absolutely what people will say without a shadow of a doubt. Lena represents. Again, whether Lena controls that narrative or not, you have a brand.
So I work best with ideas people because I am the person that hears an idea and I'm like, here are the ways that you can channel this, and here's the least stressful way to do it.
I pour back into others to say, I don't believe in a glass ceiling. Why would you want to get past that? What's up there? Nothing. Your ceiling is in here, so let's get you past that.
Hey, welcome back. Such an
we
amazing
have?
little snippet we had there. That was amazing. Seeing you in action, really coaching people, because we talk about mentorship, but
Right.
not a lot of people are active in that. So, man, thank you so much, Lena Ware, for being with us.
Being
I know
here
you're out and
today.
about. You had an event yesterday, and you have a lot going on today with your church, which is super honorable that you're serving there in that community. But Mike and I are so happy to have you here, and we
Sure
can't
are.
wait to hear a little bit about you, even things that we don't know quite yet about. But we're going to go ahead and have you discuss kind of your background. I noticed through researching your website that you grew up in New York. I don't know if it was New York City or not, but yeah, so talk a little bit about your childhood, kind of what you gravitated towards. Was it sports, or was it creativity? Was it coaching teams, or whatever it may be? But just kind of give us a vision of kind of where you grew up and the things that you were involved in that kind of helped you progress throughout. So
Well, I'm from Long Island, New York, which is very rare. I am where there are horses and cows and beaches and all of that. So when people think New York City, they're just like, oh, the buildings and the lights.
No,
and I'm
they
like,
got
no.
country out there.
Yeah. So a lot of times, 90% of the people that you meet are not from New York City. But I love people, and I've always had that just oomph and just excitement about people, where they're going, how to connect with them. And some people just, they love that. And, you know, you encounter different types of people that are like, ooh, that's a lot. So my background is in industrial psychology.
Whoa.
So yeah, fun stuff.
Why?
Business.
How did you get into industrial psychology?
In high school, I knew I loved business. I knew I loved psychology, and I found industrial organizational psychology.
And that's rare that we actually see people that go to school for something and actually embody it in their lives.
Yeah.
And you built a company catered around that, which psychology is amazing. I got my degree in psychology, but such a broad general term as I use it daily just to help my interactions with people. But the fact you found your niche, you went to school for it, and now you're active in that category is super honorable. But yeah, so I know I was looking at your stuff and I noticed that you had a lot of different titles. You have your hands in a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And sometimes people might say, oh, how does she balance all those things? Although I'm a firm believer that balance isn't a true thing, it's time management.
Yes.
Because you're never going to be able to balance anything. I don't think you're going to be successful if you're just balancing things, because you need to put more time in certain categories, whether it's pouring into the youth, whether it's speaking at engagements, whether it's being a father or a mother or serving at your local church.
Yeah.
But when I was looking up things, it shows that you were in training, leadership development, complex problem solving, and leadership and training. I wanted to have you explain what that means. And what if I was a young business owner and was like, man, I need some guidance. I need to be able to learn how to work with my business partner and structure things. If I'm a small business owner, what would make me want to reach out to you for your services?
Right.
And what clientele is best suited for you in your business, YU LLC?
Yes. So to answer the first half of it, because there's a lot of things that I do attend, I want to support people. So a lot of times I might just be attending just to support someone else. I believe in having a servant's spirit, how to serve someone else, how to engage with other people in their brands, and making time to do that. And then on the flip side, when you host events or if it's a brunch or something like that, people are more prone to want to be a part of that because you are, just very engaged with what they do. So that's one piece of it. The other piece is my general client is female entrepreneurs saying, hey, I'm just either stuck, I just need guidance.
Right.
So we do cater to having, just the large speaking engagements. And some people are like, hey, I need personal one-on-one training, or some people are saying, hey, I just need just a smaller group environment, just meeting other like-minded entrepreneurs, and we offer that space as well. But that one-on-one coaching, so we use the Strength Finders book that's written by Tom Rath. The Strength Finders 2.0 book is really amazing. If you have not gotten your top 5 strengths, it's definitely important to know what you're good at. Yeah. Because
I didn't even know till like 2 weeks ago what mine were.
It's very vital that people have confidence in what they bring to the table. And so not just, this is what I do, but my company is called YU. How do you separate your brand and your market from other people and what they're doing? So there's a million coaches out there that people have a choice to use, but they come to me because I have a certain niche in how I do it. So we use the assessment tool to break it down. I just got back from New York City, going through the training through Gallup and learning the different themes and why people are the way that they are, and that every strength is a gift. And because you don't have everything else, just build yourself a team that kind of helps with those gaps that you have. But corporate America wants to talk to you about, oh, you're not good at this. Look at your opportunities and your weaknesses. And people may never get good at those things.
Right.
So, yeah. I'm really excited about just connecting with people and learning how to make them a better version of themselves, and using what they already have and making it even better.
Why you?
Yeah.
There it is. I mean, you know, aside from being a phenomenal businesswoman, you know, she's also a wonderful friend.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's a loving
Amazing.
spirit, is always giving guidance and wisdom. So, you know,
Genuine.
Lena, so genuine. I'm just grateful that, you know,
But
I
I
have
think
that person in
that's-
my life. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. But that helps in business, too.
Of course.
It's like, who
Building
doesn't want to do
relationships.
business with people like that?
Building relationships.
It brings people towards you. It's that charismatic spirit that you have, which is a great tactic. Even if, I mean, it's genuine with her. Some people have to work at that
Right.
sincerity. So you're using your God-given talents.
So
for
going
that.
going into that, since we did mention that, how has relationships and business helped you onto your journey as of now?
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's two extremes. You have people that want to be around that spirit, that excitement, and all of that. But then you also have to be so careful because some people want to take that or use that, and that's okay. But you have to be able to pour back into other people. So when you're engaging with people, you have to understand what value you bring to the table, but they have to be bringing value back.
Right.
So,
Vulnerability
yes.
sometimes brings negative things towards you. So you
Yeah.
have to build that armor up as well.
Yeah, but I've had to learn through experiences that some people just want to take.
Yeah.
But it's okay in business if that's what if I'm coaching and I'm giving, I get
Right.
that. But with certain relationships, you have to be very careful with whom you always are extending that kind of energy to, because it's critical and you want to guard
You want to
that.
drain yourself.
Yeah, and you got to guard it.
You only got so much
I
energy
hope I'm
to
not
use.
one of those just sucking the life out of her.
No.
Making her come to these
No.
things.
When you no, because when you inspire people
It's
and
amazing,
it's you know what, I only want to work with people that want to become better.
Right.
How do you influence people that want to influence other
Right.
people, not people that just want to take and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be great." But
Right.
how do you impact them to
Right.
impact the world?
To be better. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
almost.
amazing.
Thank you for. I'm guessing you're saying that we're doing that. so.
Yes. Yes. You know what? I was talking about that last night at the gala. You weren't there, but I said, "Hey,
Don't tell
Sean,"
him
but you had good causes. But I
Right.
just, I wanted to give you guys a shout out because what you guys are doing when you speak of excellence and quality in doing things a certain way, people have lost their way about that. Some people are like, "Oh, I'll just do," but they're
Right.
not doing it in excellence in every facet of their life or striving to. So.
And all it is like, you know, at Giving Excellence, we just
Why do
believe
we
in-
even exist?
You know, it's
Mike?
because there was a vision to really create a platform that represents being professional role models in the entertainment industry, being multi-talented.
Because it's much needed,
It's
right?
much needed, right? Especially within just, you know, the music. We see that a lot of things that go on within the communities, obviously these kids are influenced by what?
Oh my gosh!
Music.
Everything.
Even the most recent
Music is-
songs, they're doing
music,
gestures
but
and
that's the main thing. It's the
and-
music. So it's like we want to be able to use that platform as well as
For
other
great
facets
things.
and
That's
just
awesome.
you know, teach these guys on personal development how to live in your divine purpose, how to seek to know who you are, and to really get attuned with working in that
and
inner
to
being.
embrace differences in color of
Yes.
skin. I
Right.
think we have a huge role in the
Right. I
love
racial
it.
diversity
yeah, we
Mike and
got to,
I
yeah.
do, and I feel it's my duty
Love it.
Right.
to do that.
Yeah.
And I take full responsibility. And we talked about it on one of our other episodes that if I'm not willing to step up and be able to be vulnerable and people
Right.
to see me at home or my character when no one's looking, I'm not ready for this stage. But I can tell you right now, I'm ready for this stage. And I
Right.
know Mike is too.
Okay.
So if people are willing to see that, and we know we're going to have adversity show up. We know we're going to be judged by people as we continue to grow and develop and be on bigger stages. But I think sometimes leaders, artists, musicians get on a stage, but they haven't built the armor yet. And we talked about that with
Right.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Is that now we have to build our armor spiritually, mentally, physically to know that those adversities are going to come.
Right.
And so we're excited to take that challenge. I don't know. I just went on a rant.
That's no,
but
but you know what? I think that's what a leader is. Is that you have integrity. You have a certain character about yourself.
Yep.
And you're carrying that to be an example for other people.
Yeah.
And even though people, even now, that have that mic or whatever it is, and they may not be using it well, but there's people, I believe, that are still capable of looking at something and having a critical, they can think for themselves and say, you know what, this is not the person I want to follow, or a person that I think that represents me or a group of people well. And I think that you bring up a good point of, hey, I'm vulnerable and I have integrity. And if I'm not doing the same thing in public and in private, you know, you want to be an example for the youth.
You want to be an example. Come on, people, let's lead our generation, build them up, you know, and make sure we encourage them to know the truth, you know, what they can be. So, what did you?
I just thought of something when we were talking about skills. I think we thought
about the same thing, but go ahead.
I was thinking about the skills that she brought up. For just a moment, go ahead and, Mike, tell the audience about different skills that sometimes we don't see what we're great at. And Mike does a great job of, like, if someone continues to speak things into you, like, Sean, you need to be speaking. Sean, you need to be speaking in front of people, or you have a niche in this category, but I didn't know it. She does a great job of bringing those skills to the forefront so you can capitalize on those. Even you might not see that's a skilled asset that you possess. So with Mike, he has an amazing way, his charismatic character, in building connections and personal relationships, where I come in with the structure and I say, hey, let's follow up. What's your follow-up list? So that's, even though I didn't know that was a strength in me, is structure and follow-ups, it just happened to piece and complement each other perfectly. So instead of me trying to be like, Mike, I need you to schedule better, I went ahead and took that from him, not to say that he can't work on it and build his weakness into a strength, but to say that we can complement each other in a great way. I'm not, if Mike's doing an event at night and I'm working in the mornings, like, we're both complimenting each other, being great at what we do best individually, as we're continuing to build up our weaknesses along the way, because we don't neglect our weaknesses. No. If you fear them, then, you know, you take those and build them up. But
so what was the question?
About talking about the skills. So a lot of people want you to be a well-rounded person. I want you to be able to schedule. I want you to be organized, but I also want you to be yourself. And I want you, but so naturally, the world wants you to be a well-rounded person. But if you are a star and the star has 5 points, your top 5 strengths, but there's gaps in between there. Some of those things you're never going to get good at. And the things that he's great at, you're never going to get good at. But when you guys come together and you can complement one another, it's just an amazing thing that happens from that you can collaborate and collectively make something amazing based on your strengths and your strengths. And don't focus on the weaknesses. Focus on the strengths and manage your weaknesses.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
You don't have to try to, I need to work on this, get an app for that, and try to get good at that. That's wasting time. If I need a new website, I'm not going to try to build it myself.
So focus on what you do best at, you know, continue to nurture that, and the things that you want to improve on, you know, take it step by step. You know, like Sean said, you know, planning is crucial. And, you know, hey, sometimes planning is not my best adventure, but, you know, like I said, I'm a person that is a seeker of knowledge. I'm always wanting to continue to
on
improve.
Another level.
And that's how you got to be, you know, as an entrepreneur, as people who are aspiring to make a difference in the world within their communities. You got to always, you know, position yourself to want to be growing, continue to learn, continue to be a better influence to your people. I have children. So, you know, I have to always continue to guide them.
And they're so well behaved.
Yeah, they really are. You know, they're super well behaved, and I'm so grateful for them little boys. I love Anthony and Jeremiah to my heart, so I'm grateful to have them.
I think that too is seeking knowledge is one thing, but being open-minded to other people's knowledge is too, and to receiving it and applying it, because it can be philosophical when you hear it, but putting it in action is another thing. So we're going to dive into a little bit about what's your legacy going to be. We're going to go there.
Wow.
But I know Lena Ware and everyone on this show has a huge purpose, and their vision is bigger than we can even fathom, and their mission in life is going to lead for generations. now I set you up for
No,
success
I'm ready.
there.
Yeah.
But what is Lena Ware's legacy going to be? I know you dive in so many different categories, and leading women is such a needed niche that not a lot of people take pride in. And I think that men need to educate on how women leadership is done and to be receptive of that, because there's, differing opinions about, is a woman this or that, or what are women leaders? And because men have that sense of pride that, like, you're an example of a leader, a strong leader that is guiding other women leaders that are up on the rise. But what is your legacy going to be? Where do you see your brand and your image as you continue to grow?
So a couple of pieces with that. I like to just weave it all into the bigger picture. I have an interesting opportunity that I can't mention just yet.
Whoa.
I can't mention just
Is this
yet.
breaking news?
It is breaking
Oh, is that
news.
breaking
It is
news on the
very,
screen?
it is,
Oh, no, that's just her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Breaking news right here. Well, it's a major, it would be, it's really major. But somebody asked me, how is your brand if you are not there, or if it's not in the state of Texas, or if it's not in New York? How can you still have things going on with the brand going forward? And looking at it is not about Lena, but what we're giving people. How do you continue to give that without you being there? So I think that is a legacy where you can have something continue to move on without you even being in the space. And then you have people like JFK, we're going to put a man on the moon. He said it, believed it, and didn't even get to, some people don't get to live to see those things being carried out. Martin Luther King, I believe and I have a dream, and then these things are being lived out, and it's amazing. But I feel that my legacy would be that I can pour into people to a point that it adds value, and that later in life that they can say that not because of Lena, but because of the brand and what it offers, that they're better, and they're trying to live the better version of themselves. That it's not just about me, and it's not just about the brand, but it's about the people. Just so I'm hoping that's.
Well, you already are doing that.
She is.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're already a step ahead.
The seeds have been planted.
But that's a great way of looking at it. I never really looked at it like that. But it's not about you; it's about your brand. So
Yeah.
That's amazing to hear for us too, because
We're growing as well.
I don't want to sound tangible right now, but how is your business going to run and make money when you're sleeping?
Yes.
In order to do that, you have to be an amazing leader for people to buy into what your vision is too, because everyone has their own vision. I think that's a thing that us CEOs of companies need to understand of the millennial generation is that these millennials want to be their own business owners as well. So you have to only have to give them the autonomy to be able to run things the way they want to run them too, because deep down everyone wants to have that sense of control, that sense of personal well-being and worth. Yeah. And so
but the other thing, the flip side with that, Sean, is you mentioned something really awesome about how to make money when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins. So another thing, if you practice what you preach, and so if I'm saying, hey, you should get a coach, it's not a luxury, it's something that's important. So I went through the Tony Robbins, getting mentored, the mentorship program, and he was like, you got to have portable power. Money is one thing. It's a way
it's
to
a tool.
do. Yeah, it's a tool. But how do you make it portable? How do you allow people to access you if it's online or if it's by phone? And you might not have to be somewhere, or if it's China or somewhere in the world where you're able to still have a voice and impact people. So just again, as you practice what you preach, if you're saying, hey, I want people to be excellent, if I'm not trying and striving to be excellent, then, I think that's awesome, because people say a lot of things, but who's doing what they're saying?
Action speaks louder than words.
Yeah, it does.
It's a true saying. You got to get out there and implement that action. It's not easy. It's easy to speak about it, like you said. But,
gift of gab. A lot of people have it.
Yeah. Including myself, I got to, learn how to take more things and put into action. And
it's discipline, discernment,
Ooh,
all
discipline.
the above. And having a coach, I know I talked about the initiative network that I'm involved in too, is you kind of hit on the point that you're getting mentored, but you're also a mentor as well. And we kind of implement that in the 72 initiative network here in Dallas. Is we seek out someone to disciple us, but we disciple someone along the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's what you're doing, and that's a great example that you're I mean, you're going big with the Tony Robbins.
Right.
I love Tony Robbins.
Yes.
Yeah.
His if you get to understand his brain, I read his book Money Mastery.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's a leader in more ways than just his extravagant shows.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He studies hard. He has an amazing
He has like
story.
18 businesses.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're doing just that, and I'm very honored to be able to see that you're practicing what you preach as well.
Yeah.
So-
And it takes discipline
Mhm.
and little tweaks along the way of, okay, I'm trying to do this, but what are the steps that you're going to have to take? Who are the people that are going to have to be at the table? Because it's not just you doing everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be a team effort for both of you.
Right.
At least there's two of you. You know, there's
Yeah,
one of me. But luckily, I have brand ambassadors. Thank you, ladies. They show up. They
We
show
love
out.
you.
To the brand
They
ambassadors.
set up.
I have
they,
yet to meet you.
Yes, they break down. They do a lot of phenomenal
Break dance?
things. No, they break down.
Break
So
down,
like
like
if
the,
if
you know,
I'm having a brunch, they will come in, make sure
events.
everything is set up, and then they'll
Like the
make
YU
sure.
event.
So you
Yeah.
can organize events for us, because we're going to have a Giving Excellence Movement event.
Well, we will definitely show up and show
Yeah.
out.
Oh, you'll show
Yeah,
up?
they have their own T-shirt and polo, and they come in and they're smiling and they're greeting people and they set the appointments if necessary. So
Okay.
yeah,
Awesome.
I'm looking forward. One thing, I'm looking forward to that next YU empowerment event. I went to the
I haven't
one that's
been.
previous. I believe it was in
April is going to be.
I haven't
again.
even seen Lena in action.
Man,
I
she
neglect
was
to say that.
awesome.
But
Oh, no.
much.
she
There's so
helped
many more
support us one
opportunities.
time. We were speaking at Bands of Hope
Yeah.
at to some youth
Yeah, in July,
in
the
Garland.
Tina Summit.
Yeah.
So now it's time to give back to her.
Yeah, listen.
But without further ado, we're gonna We're about to show our Giving Excellence commercial. We're super proud that we have made by GK Films, and without further ado, like I said, we're gonna roll that on. Giving Excellence Movement is a culture of individuals that are transforming the entertainment industry into an educational platform. Through our variety of services, we bring years of study, personal development, mentorship, and life experiences that not only educate the youth, but also aspiring entrepreneurs to walk as a role model and create positive change within their community. We see there's a major need in the entertainment industry for powerful young role models that the youth can latch onto and bring about lasting change in not only their lives, but the lives of thousands of others that may need a helpful hand to get out of their current circumstances. Our services include live speaking at schools, businesses, and events, TV show and event host, uplifting music production, brand ambassador work such as commercial advertising, acting, and much more. If you would like Giving Excellence to come provide your school, business, show, or event a boost of positive, sustainable personal development, please inbox us at givingexmovement@gmail.com and visit us at our website at www.givingexmovement.com. We are honored to bring the movement to you and look forward to continuing to transform the entertainment industry into one that can showcase young, professional role models that our next generation can listen to for guidance and support. From Giving Excellence Movement, we love you and know you can and will give excellence in every area of your lives.
It's a wonderful opportunity today. We're feeling great.
That's
How
a
are
nice
you guys
commercial.
feeling? Yeah, it was
Nice.
a
Thank
very
you.
nice commercial.
Appreciate you.
You know, with that commercial, obviously it's just displaying our services of what we offer here at Giving Excellence. You know, obviously we want to be a large influence to the youth. So if you like what you see, please don't hesitate. Giving X Movement, exmovement.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Giving Excellence Movement. But
And
one-
Instagram Giving Excellence Movement too.
as well as Instagram. So yeah, email, contact information is all on there. Miss Lena Ware, you know, YU.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
Yes.
We need you, so
So-
I
Yeah.
need to figure out how to get to you.
Yeah, so you can go to Facebook. It's YUWHY, the letter U, LLC. Or you can go on Instagram. It's empowering_lady_. _leaders. So empowering lady leaders. And if you would like to email me personally, yu.info@gmail.com, and either my assistant or I will get back to you within 24 hours. So if it's for speaking engagements, more information on one-on-one coaching, we can definitely talk to you about how we can serve you. And we'll also give you a lineup of the next events. So if you want to come to a brunch or if you want to just hang out, my whole thing is about creating an awesome place where people can hang out and have a good time. So I got you.
Wow.
Yeah, she
love it.
gives it all.
Yeah.
You know, it's always giving. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you, Miss
Thank you.
Lena. Before you go, why are you doing what you're doing? What is your why, Lena? What drives you? What motivates you? What inspires you? Like, give us what really put you to that point that you want to build that legacy up so much.
Oh,
Has it been influencing your family? Like, is it?
Oh my goodness.
It's in your blood, isn't it?
Let me tell you, my mother just came and visited. She came from New York, and she just left on Friday. And I allowed her to just see everything that I do. And my why is, why me? I love to empower, engage. And sometimes when people look at other people, they're like, oh, she's not reachable or approachable. I love to connect. I don't care what level of business that you're at. If you're in a C-suite executive position or you're just, I'm starting a business and I just don't know where to start. I have no website. Let's connect. Let's engage. And then we have Clicks for a Cause, which are events where men are allowed to come.
Okay.
So, it's just right now, I'm just honored that I have been blessed to be able to be in the position that I'm in, and then allowing people to come with me and do it with me. It's not just me by myself. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And we're going to close out. We are Giving Excellence Movement. This is the Giving Excellence Show. We're live streaming on Facebook's Spayse Studios Facebook, as well as YouTube. If you need our services, we think we're valuable.
Yeah.
I think
they
Lena might think we are too. But
I've been.
if you need anything as far as hosting an event show, a TV show, anything live speaking to students, our niche is middle school to high school age kids. We connect very well with that age group. If you have a TV show that you want us to host or air on, we also are in the works of some sort of music production that we're going to release here soon. But thank you so much. We're trying to hit every entertainment niche or area that we possibly can so that kids can have a good, positive professional role model that they can look up to and live their life through. So we're just trying to walk it out. You know, we're doing the best we can. And with people coming on and helping advertise their brand and us, it's just super amazing to see the different diversity that we're able to bring on this show. And we're just super honored. So thanks again, everyone.
Thank you so much.
We got Michael Dunn, Sean Doherty, and Lena Ware.
Yes.
We're going to say over and out, and we love you, and we know you can and will
always give excellence.
Give excellence in every area of your life. We love you. Thank you so much.